Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I am Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about Doctor Who Season 11, Episode 4. It's called Arachnids in the UK. So, full spoilers for the episode, as always. So we follow up a very touching look at history, and an important figure in history, with spider monsters.
I'm not gonna lie, that is exactly the reason why I love Doctor Who. That it just go on, whatever you want this week. Last week, we had this serious little thing, and then this week, screw it, let's do a B movie.
So we had spider monsters. We were back in present day, and everyone was under the impression they were going back to their homes, their normal lives. And the Doctor looks kind of sad, so Yaz offers to bring her round for dinner.
No, tea.
Tea. I hate that name. No, dinner. It's dinner.
No. I think she was referring to the drink. We are in Yorkshire.
Sure. Yeah, but they were sitting down for dinner afterwards.
Well, yeah, but that was later.
Okay.
So
Because some people in the UK would refer to dinner as tea, and I hate it. I think it's stupid. It makes no sense.
They would do that in Yorkshire.
I hate it. It's stupid. I disagree with it completely. It's baffling to me.
Yeah.
And the same people refer to lunch as dinner, which is equally stupid and inane, and I hate that too. Anyway,
yeah, I never got used to it.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These words are simple. We don't have to mix them up or make them confusing.
Mm.
And if you tell me that dinner's supper, I'm just going to smack you. Now, that's okay. Naming of meals controversy aside, she goes over for dinner or tea. She is suspicious because there's a neighbour missing and parcel to be picked up, and kind of strong arms her way into like making it seem okay to break in.
It's like, well, I mean, if you're worried about her, maybe we should check on her.
Yes. Yaz conveniently had already left to go and see her mum by that point, who was, not at home. She was off at work, which is also a plot point. She's got this job at a hotel. But, because I would think the police officer standing there might say, wait a minute.
Do you know what? You've hit the nail on one of the biggest problems with this episode.
Yes.
At no point does she even mention that she's a police officer, other than the one thing where she, corrects her dad.
Sister. Yeah, or dad, yeah.
But that's it. Like, there are at least two times I can think of that, hey, she should be mentioning this.
Particularly when the politician hotel owner dude is saying why is people in charge and stuff. That's the sort of point where she should step in and say, hey, I'm actually a police officer.
The bit where, when he introduces himself to them, it's like, oh, it's my hotel, my rules. We do what I say. It's like, well, that's not really how the law works.
Well, it's fine when he's asking them to leave because he thinks they're trespassing. Later on, when he's pulling out a gun and saying, no, it's my hotel, my rules, that's when she should be saying, no, wait a minute, I'm a police officer, no guns, because law, right? That's where she has absolutely every right to... I know she's there in an official capacity, but still...
Point still stands. She should be bringing it up.
Want to say that, yes. So, calm down, cats. Calm down. Damn it, I think they're seeing giant spiders the way they're acting. So... This is fine, and there's giant spiders, and people are all webbed up. I actually did have fun with the episode, as much as I was kind of joking that it was a kind of a stupid B movie after such a serious, touching episode last week.
But sometimes I like a stupid B movie.
Stupid B movies can be fun. I think my biggest problem probably is the hotel owner dude. I think he is a character is extremely thin and just there to serve the purpose of the points that they want to make.
Oh, I love him. I love the joke of him. And the intentionally hamming it up with the acting. I'm into it. I can't wait to see this guy again as president.
Oh god, yeah, and I know he's going to be back because he's got that kind of seed kind of vibe about him. Where
we're gonna just nip. We'll go maybe a decade in the future, and maybe he'll be president.
I'm not feeling him. It felt a bit. I don't know. It just felt a bit.
I don't know. Obviously we kind of have to. The whole point is he's a Trump stand-in. Yeah.
But he hates Trump as one of the plot points.
But that's his backstory. It's the same backstory as Trump. It's the idea that he's just running because he hates Trump, and the whole thing was Trump he only ran because he hated Obama. It's the same thing. It's just whatever, it'll work.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I am okay with this show making political points. It's often at its best when it's doing it. And I did laugh when he said, "Why can't you be like civilized people and just shoot things?" That was a funny line.
I laughed when he quoted he brought the fire and fury, which is obviously the.
No, that's where it went too far for me. It was too specific.
It made me laugh. So,
that's when it crossed the line, and it was like, okay, this is just this is just cheap comedy at this point. How blatant this is.
It was, but I kind of
yeah. Even the fact that he obviously owns a hotel, which obviously also ties into to Trump and his business history. So him as a character,
I'm so excited to see him again in like 5 episodes time.
I thought there might be an arc, right? Early on in the episode, I thought there might be an arc where he does actually come round in some capacity, and he never did. Because this is
actually really cynical in that he's a complete dickbag, and then
all the way to the end,
gets away with it. Just nothing. There's no repercussion whatsoever.
Which is fine because they're obviously setting him up for more stuff later, which is why there is no end to the story here. But I thought that's maybe where it was going, assuming he was a one and done character. But it doesn't. So the actual reason for the giant spiders is that it's
B-movie as it gets.
It was actually mixing multiple B-movie tropes together because one of them is that the hotel's built on but it's not an ancient burial ground. It's a toxic dump, waste dump, and they're also because this was a bit environmental because he owns a company that's supposed to be dumping things safely, and the research center that was doing tests on the spiders, which by the way, we're Spider-Man. There's some Oscorp level spider, like let's enhance the spiders for webbing and strength, and I'm like, where's Peter Parker? Where's Spider-Man?
Yeah. That would have really livened that up.
And they've just dumped the spiders in their waste here, and one happened to be alive, and it bred and grew, and this is why we have these big giant spiders. There was chaos and stuff.
This is not a deep episode, and
do you know it's not a deep episode? I feel like it's trying to touch upon some deep things here or there, and it just kind of comes off feeling a bit whiffy because it's like, look, don't try and do this in this episode.
No, that's fair. Honestly, I think the biggest problem is the ending. It kind of just okay. All of us are. I guess we should feel sympathetic for them. They're still just spiders, and. Well, to be honest, most people are going, screw the spiders, burn the spiders. That's what most people are thinking.
I don't know. That felt in line with just the Doctor's past to me.
No, it does. But I think most people are going to struggle to connect to it because it's a spider. Most people tend to not like spiders that much.
I don't know. I don't particularly like them. I don't particularly dislike them, though.
I have no problem with them personally.
They're a nuisance, but that's about it. I don't have a really problem with that. But I think my bigger problem, well, not a problem, but I think my bigger thing with the ending is, I don't know if they did enough to justify all three of them deciding to want to go with her at the end. I think Graham was good because he's dealing with the grief, and that really hit for me, that he doesn't want to go back to his house.
And it makes sense for Ryan to go along with him.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of where, they had a couple of moments in this episode.
But his dad, his proper family, and he says, you're not my proper family. And he never actually says to Graham, you are my proper family, but that's kind of the backhanded implication.
Is there, so it makes sense for that. Yaz is the one that sticks out as just my family's kind of annoying.
They drive me nuts. That was it. Yeah. And also, our sister was trying to hit on Ryan. It sounded like it's like, are you and Yaz a thing? Oh, good. Which I liked our mother. Our mother, asking twice, once with the Doctor and then once with Ryan, if they're a thing with Yaz.
Yeah.
And well, the Doctor's response was funny. He's like, I don't think so. Are we? Just genuinely curious. I like that because that has less to do with Yaz's sexuality and more to do with just her mother's kind of attitude towards her daughter's sexuality, regardless of whatever it is. Because I don't think that actually says she is bi or she isn't. It's just her mother's kind of.
She's just being the nosy, desperate mother going, "Ooh, you got someone now."
I feel like the implication here is more that Yaz has been single for a long time because she's just not been as interested as as her mother would like.
As her sister says, she's married to the job.
Yes. And it's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna get married and give me grandkids. Piss off.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Yazzy's womb. She'll do what she wants with it. Stop asking for grandkids.
It's fine. She's got another daughter. She'll get them.
But I like that. I like that small touch. Her family was pretty likable. For the most part.
It's something that kind of went away during the Moffat era, but it was a staple during Russell T Davies's stuff of having the family to anchor them. Think of Rose, Martha. Take your pick.
I think what's interesting is we have Yaz, who has a separate family, but we have Graham and Ryan, who are basically just each other's family, and they don't have a whole lot left behind waiting for them, whereas Yaz does. But of course, we're building slowly to Yaz and Ryan finally kissing, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Seems like the likely outcome.
It does.
All the prodding at it feels that way. As much as I hated that Call of Duty bit a couple of episodes ago, I did laugh when Robertson, what was his name, pulled out the gun, or he mentioned that he had lots of guns, and he just went, "Oh no, Doctor won't like that." He just immediately is like, "No, Mum won't like that. No, don't do that."
Yeah. I have a question for you.
Yes.
How did you feel about the Stormzy?
The what?
The music.
Oh, the music he played.
Yeah.
I'm with Yaz. Huh? Who? What?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he was talking about music until I put it on.
Oh, did you not?
No.
No. I can see, Graham's response is, "Oh, can you believe they're running towards this noise?"
Yeah, I'm with him on that. It sounded like noise to me. No, not my thing. And I'm pretty sure the only lyric I caught in the whole thing was the word hashtag, which just made me hard out even quicker. It's like, no, yeah, I'm good.
I'm not a big fan of Stormzy.
No. Ryan's got shit taste in video games and shit taste in music. He's racking up a count.
Oh no, come on. Nothing wrong with COD. And there's nothing wrong with some grime, just not this one.
So sorry, the name is Grime? That's the artist?
No, grime's the genre.
Oh, Grime's the genre. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stormzy is the artist.
There's an entire genre called grime I've never heard of. What the hell's happening? All right.
Look, grime's not new.
I wish it was older than it is.
God damn it, you're so out of the loop.
Grime.
Yeah, grime.
So it says a hackneyed response to grunge. Much more my speed.
I also prefer grunge over grime, but I mean, nothing wrong with it.
On paper, those two should go together, but the music styles don't at all.
Not really.
Grime and grunge in real life are pretty married together.
Yeah, just not in music.
Yes. Anyway, that's what I did. I thought they did a weird thing where they kind of set up the wife of his niece to be like a major character, but then she get killed off like really quickly.
Yeah.
Like it was her very next scene, she died.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird.
It was a bit weird. It's supposed to be just just enough to give her, to make it seem like a person, right? You remember who she was.
But the way he spoke to her about, you've got an hour to fix this, and I was like, okay, we're going to follow her for a subplot, try to fix whatever this mysterious thing that's going on is.
Yeah.
And it was just, she gets killed immediately in the very next scene.
No, it's true.
So,
I thought the CG was not bad.
The spiders, for the most part, look pretty good. There was the odd shot where...
there was.
It wavered a bit,
overall, it was better than I would have expected.
I mean, you'd hope it gradually should get better. I mean, it is 2018 now. We should be...
No, it is, but I think, even based on what we've seen in the past few weeks, the little bits of CG we've had, I wouldn't have gone, okay, no, giant spiders, let's do it.
Dude, to be fair, I mean, the CG when they're in space was really good. I think...
Yeah.
I think the thing here is that they've got one real thing to CG. I mean, I know there's multiple spiders, but the idea is that these are the focal point of the whole episode. These are the centerpiece, so they have to look good. Whereas some of the things we've maybe critiqued for being a bit rough CG-wise in past episodes have been not the main thing. They've been little...
Oh, of course.
Elements.
But still, I think it's CG is harder when it's something that's supposed to look real. In my opinion, anyway, because it has to. I know what a spider looks like. I can scale that up in my mind really easily. So it has to look good. Whereas if you just create something that looks a little bit rougher, it's not great, but I can kind of give it a pass easier.
I think CG is harder when it's supposed to look real. Maybe the most redundant sentence you've ever said in your entire life.
When it's supposed to be a real thing, not like like based on something real, like a spider, not like okay, I'm creating an alien. God damn it, context.
Most CG is supposed to look real. Very rarely is it supposed to. I mean, obviously, often you get one that's meant to be a hologram or something like that, and you can.
Yeah, I didn't mean it was supposed to look like it was really there. God damn it. Context.
Joe, it's funny actually. I think what you'd be better off saying is harder when it's meant to be a living, breathing thing. I think that's more challenging than an inanimate object.
It is, but even still, then it's still not not quite what I mean, because it's like I say, you create like a little alien spider thing, right? A little alien spidery creature. It can kind of get away with some rougher edges a little bit more than just okay, this is a spider.
I don't know if I agree with that, and I'll tell you why. For me, my problem with CG is that it either feels that it's actually there or it doesn't. And that's purely about how it interacts with the lighting. It's purely about how it fits in with that. And traditionally, solid objects of some kind, it's kind of like, the Transformers movie was really impressive when it came out because it was this big leap. But it was notable because it was all metals and plastics and whatnot.
Yeah, you're not dealing with hairs and furs.
Yeah. And even hairs and furs, though, can actually be quite good. I actually think it's bare skin that's the hardest to do. There's a real uncanny or unnatural valley almost quality to skin when it's fake.
No, there is. I say hairs and furs just because the way they interact with just the air can be a challenge.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that was thought of as one of the big challenges for a long time, but I think in the last 10 years we've nailed it so much that now I expect that to be top form.
Yeah,
after the Apes trilogy that just destroyed
it's unfair to hold everything to the Apes trilogy even now.
Hey, it has to be a point where it's been long enough where it's like, no, everything should be at least matching that now.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment, but we're not at that point yet because nothing's still matching that.
Nope. I mean, say what you want about that first Transformers movie or any of the Transformers movies, but that first one lost Oscar visual effects to the Golden Compass, and that is
a crime.
That is a crime. The polar bear in that, I've never even seen the movie, but I saw clips of the polar bear and it was rough.
Yeah,
it was rough.
And the fact that none of the Apes movies ever won visual effects
was insane because they had the best visual effects every year they came out. Every one.
Yeah,
all three of them. No question.
But Doctor Who
is not as good as the Apes trilogy, but that's not a fair comparison.
It was pretty good.
It was a fun episode. I mean, as much as I'll poke some holes at it and I'll make some complaints, I never found myself annoyed at this episode. Never found myself.
I was having fun with just okay. It's Halloween this week. Well, let's do a little B-movie monster thing.
Yeah.
Why not? That's like I said at the start. That's why I love Doctor Who. That we can jump from these episodes just one to the next and do something different every week.
All right, there you go. B-movie spider nonsense.
Probably hellish if you have arachnophobia.
I don't know. I wonder if the giant size, because these are so unnaturally big. These are as big as a pig, or in one case, as big as a human. That at that point, is it just it's big enough and ridiculous enough that the creepiness or the crawliness of it?
I don't know. I know people are like go back to giants, so like the ones in Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Even for them, like again, it's the giant spider. It's just like nope. So
okay.
I don't know.
I don't have arachnophobia, so I can't speak to it.
Me
I was just wondering if because I know one of the things that people don't like about spiders or even insects is that they're so small and creepy and crawly, and that's what they don't. But I was thinking if you make them big enough, is it essentially just a big animal at that point?
Maybe. I think a lot of people it's the legs and the way they kind of move, right? It's the scuttling. Nah. Whereas that was still translated to the size, so.
Scotland's fine with me. It's this slimy snakes and maggots and shit like that. I don't want.
Snakes aren't slimy. Snakes are basically dry.
It's this, but they slide when they move. This They snake. I mean, to use the name again, but they snake around, and it's creepy.
Snakes are fantastic.
Snakes are like jelly. I don't trust something that can move without legs. Or wings, for that matter. Just wings are okay too.
Hang on. What about fish?
Okay, aqua life's a completely different ballgame. Come on now.
It is. I just wanted to highlight the flaw in your sentence.
I mean, they always say meat and fish when you go to the supermarket. It's never, fish is just not included in the meat because it's a separate entity, even though it's in the ballpark of the idea. It's a different section. Yeah. Anyway, that has been episode 4 of Doctor Who. Well, at least the first 2/3 of it were. I mean, I don't know what that last chunk was. But let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Get us on Twitter at mailed_fuzz for channel updates. If you want to support the channel and everything we do here, head over to patreon.com/mailfuzztv, and you can do that over there and get some bonuses and some stuffs. But otherwise, that is us. Thank you once again for watching or listening. We always appreciate it. Keep watching TV, guys. Have you got any vanilla?